our house. I've been waiting for you. Historically, we've always done house tours when we're moving to a new home. So yes, you're right, we are moving to a new place. Super excited, and I thought it would be such a great opportunity for us to film this house tour for our memories, to remember our first home together.
That's Alexa's first home?
Yeah, she spent almost 2 years here. I mean, she's actually 17 months today. So we spent 2 years with Alex here, and then Alexa 17 months of her life in this house.
It was her first house, so
yeah,
for Alexa's memories, this is your first house.
And we're literally moving in a few days, so this is going to be the last time the house is going to be so organized and pristine before we start packing. So we're going to go in and start with the living room. So this is probably my favorite room in the whole house because it's so big. And one of the things we were always looking for when we're, or just something that we'll always look for when we're looking for apartments or flats or houses, is high ceilings for the tall guy in the house.
For me it was very important when we came to London, because London actually, a lot of people watch our vision and think like, oh, all ceilings are high in London. They're actually not. A lot of small places, a lot of low ceilings. So for me, I think it's very important to have high ceilings, because one time we had a house in Canada and I jumped up and hit my head on the ceiling. That, no joke, that's how low it was.
Or that's how tall you are.
Yeah, that's true.
So I get to benefit the high ceilings as well. And then obviously having French balconies, and not just one but two in the same room, it was just complete dream come true. And then also another thing is, of course, having hardwood floors. That's something Alex and I always look for. Hardwood floors, high ceilings, and balconies or really large windows. So if you look around this room, you'll see that we kept the room pretty minimalistic. We only have a few large pieces in this room. So on this side, we have a couch. This couch is from Hem, a really cool German brand. I believe they're German, right? Yeah, a really cool German brand.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, anyways, Alex found it online. We ordered online. It was a big gamble when you order furniture online, but we actually absolutely love it. All right, so we have a small marble table here that we actually had to get when we got Alexa. When I got pregnant, I realized that the other table we had really sharp edges. So if you look our old house tour, you'll know exactly the table that I'm talking about. I absolutely love that coffee table. However, the edges were so sharp, we just knew it's not gonna do well with a kid. So we found this really beautiful marble table from West Elm. And obviously the reason it works so well with kids is because it's got really nice smooth edges, and there's no way to hit yourself against it. I mean, you still have to be careful when you have kids in the house, but it just works so much better. Then on this side here, we have this beautiful, again, marble table that we also bought online a while ago. I believe it was the same one in the previous house tour, and these chairs are from West Elm. And what I really love about these chairs, which is always a surprise when people come over, they sit down and then they realize that the chairs actually swivel. So it's pretty cool when you're having a conversation, you go from this side to this side. And yeah, even if I'm just working here, it's just like so comfortable to move around. And one thing that you guys will notice around the house is we'll always have fresh flowers, because I believe it makes such a big difference when you have fresh flowers in the house. It just kind of livens up the space and makes it more homey. So that's something that we always make sure we have in the house. And then obviously if you've seen other house tours that I've done before, you'll see some things that are just transferred from one house to another. For example, this shelf or the orange cabinet over there. That one is from Toronto. You know, we bought it years ago, and we had it in Toronto, and then we brought it here. It just like keeps traveling with us from one house to another. This IKEA shelf, I believe I've covered before in the house tour, but I'll quickly go over it again because I really love this piece because it's so simple, it's so inexpensive, and it adds a really nice touch in a living room or even a bedroom actually. And all you have to do is obviously just style it up. Alexa, what are you doing? Alexa's trying to get the show on her side. Hey! So one great thing about a shelf like this is that you can store your books, store all your accessories, and anytime you get a nice gift that you actually want to keep, like this one over here was a gift from a friend. It says amore, which is love in Italian. Then this little elephant was also a gift actually from Alex's mom. So you just kind of style it up nicely with your books, and then you have a really nice feature shelf in your house. And yeah, like I said, it's super inexpensive from IKEA. But when you mix it with a nice, more expensive table or chairs, everything just works really, really well.
All right, so come in, guys. This is the kitchen. Once again, before in one of our previous places, all our kitchens have been tiny. This has been the biggest kitchen we have. However, it's not as modernized, so a little negative there. However, it has a window, and that was like something that we wanted. Overall, it's awesome. You can come around here. This is a little area where Alexa has breakfast, and we eat breakfast and just hang out, so it's really cute. And little fresh flowers. So yeah, I guess we can move on. Like,
yeah, the kitchen is just simple. It's not our most favorite place in the house, but what I really loved about this kitchen, which is hard to find in London, like Alex said, is the window and the space. It's actually quite large, but it does need a lot of updating.
Yeah, this whole place needs a lot.
But that's my favorite part, is like Alex's little corner where I basically introduce her to solid food, and when she has her lunch and breakfast and sometimes dinner. Yeah, it's my favorite part of the room. Alright, another thing we really love about this space, as you can see, is this really nice and long hallway that leads you to 2 bedrooms. One is Alexa's, one is ours. Also leads you to the washroom, which is the guest washroom. There's not much there, but I'll show you guys anyways. But what you'll see is 2 pieces of art here and here. These are something that Alex really wanted to get from this Russian painter. His name is, I believe, Alexander Kalugin, and it's a very kind of an abstract painting. If you look closely to it, you'll see so many different details. It's pretty cool. So I'll show you the guest bathroom, and basically what I will point out is the little way how we accessorize the room, because it's pretty simple. So we added this little corner which I absolutely love, and you can do this simply by putting some kind of a frame, either black and white or color. There's just this beautiful photo in a frame, and then we'll put a little tray, and this is very easy thing to do at home in your bathroom. You just put up a little tray, put up a perfume, a candle, a plant, or just fresh flowers, and you have a really nice feature in your bathroom. So that's what I wanted to point out. Another thing, we have a cactus here and some plants, and you'll see we have that all around the house as well. And just like fresh flowers, it adds more life into the house.
So welcome to the master bedroom. I told you at least I get to explain this one. I guess we can start. This is a massive bedroom. Like, this is probably the biggest bedroom we have ever had. When we came in to see this place, we were like, holy crap, this is massive, we'll take it. It was literally like that.
Yeah, it was easy to make a decision.
Yeah, and I think most importantly about this room is that it's really rare to have a room this size, I think anywhere, but especially in central London. So we're very grateful to have had this for for the few years that we lived here. And it even gave us the space to, like, Alexa has her little tent set. A little tent set up here if she wants. Yeah, and then here we have, this is kind of my request. One of my favorite parts is this grand repose chair. It's super comfy, and if you've ever seen it in my favorite videos, this is usually like where I film, sitting like this, but it's really comfortable. I probably don't get to enjoy it as much as we do, and you have a beautiful view over the garden. So it's really incredible. And this is a bed that we've had for like ever, pretty much. This is when we first even started Luxy Hair. This was like
the first thing we invested in.
This is the first thing we invested in, because it was very important to have a great background for those kind of YouTube how-to videos. And always, of course, fresh flowers on the bedside and the 5-minute journal. So I think this is a great tool that we use on a daily basis, and Alexa likes to use it as well, but always buy the best. I think one of the tricks, if you guys don't know about what the 5-minute journal is, it's just a tool to help you prime your mind every day. And the reason you have it on your bedside is, like, if you have it somewhere else, you're gonna forget. So if you're sleepy, come over, do it, get it done, and you're good. We have a little bookshelf here.
That one is from IKEA, right?
This one's from
West Ham as well.
No, this one's from CB2, I believe. Yeah, CB2. And I have my glasses here, my watch, some books, some Seneca, some Paulo Coelho.
These are also our favorite cards that
from Soma.
Yeah, we've gifted each other, so it's like our love letters to each other that we saved.
Yeah, from back in the day. Oh, it's really sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah, and that's about it. Let's go to Alexa's room. Alexa, you want to show your room?
Alexa, do you want to show your room? Let's go, guys.
So yeah, the big bed is obviously not. She doesn't sleep. It was just left over. We had it before.
My whole philosophy with kids' rooms is that in the first year of their life, they don't really need a lot, and that's why I didn't really decorate it in any specific way. I just wanted to keep it simple. But obviously now that she's a toddler, I'm going to decorate her room in the new place that we're moving to, so I'm super excited about that. But for this room that Alexa had in the last year or so, basically, as you can see, it's just her bed where she loves to sleep. And then I guess,
yeah, actually it's bedtime coming up.
The nap time is coming up. That's why we have to wrap up soon. So it's basically her bed, which I absolutely love. I can't remember the name of this designer who designed it, but it's like a Scandinavian brand, very minimalistic. I love the shape of it, and I love obviously that it's white. And then the guest bedroom that we've had for years from Ethan Allen, similar to what we have in our bedroom as well. And yeah, we just had that just in case we had guests. And then what else you will see here? Obviously you'll see more frames and like sort of feature shelves. I think that's a nice way to always add more interest to any room, is obviously having shelves or even using the top of your radiator, because this obviously over here is a radiator, but using the top of the radiator to put some frames or to put some books or to put some fresh flowers or plants can make the space so much more beautiful.